And you draw a distinction between the experience of a devotee or an aspirant when there's a fluctuation between the ecstasy of God and the turmoil of the world, is the way you've worded it in your book, as opposed to enlightenment where it doesn't matter what state you're in, because there's a recognition that all states are the mother or the divine or the self.
That's true. And, however, just because one may, it's hard to, you can't really talk about enlightenment. Everyone has their idea on what enlightenment is. I just say God alone is. It means there is only that. The awareness that there is only that stands revealed. In other words, the universes have been absorbed back into the self. It's not that the self is something other than the universe. One may negate the universe to turn within, but then this universe is absorbed back into the self. So there is only the self. We call that enlightenment. But it's not that someone attains enlightenment. It's not that there's a sense of attainment.
Can you go more deeply into that for me? You say there's no enlightened people.
No enlightened people. Well, you might say that life is a dream in supreme awareness, or if you think of God in a personal sense, this is God's dream. These are movements in supreme awareness with inherent identifications. And that dreamer, a person is a movement in the dream of the dreamer. Okay? It's the dreamer that wakes up to its own nature through the vehicle of a person within its own dream. Supreme consciousness rests in its own true nature. There's a reflective quality in an individual where they can reflect on their nature. You know, that's what we call vimarsha, the reflective quality of the Divine Mother. So what happens, the one reflects on its own nature and realizes itself through the vehicle of a person within its own dream. It isn't that the person realized anything. It's the dreamer. It's the consciousness that's appearing in the guise of the person that realizes its own true nature. That's why I say people don't reach enlightenment. The one realizes its own true nature within itself, not a person.